Hello, and welcome back to the Self-Care Cafe. I'm Pammy Parker. Take a slow breath with me. Inhale, and let some soft exhale follow. If you need to press pause at any point, that is completely fine. This is a permission-filled space. Today, we're sitting with a small, tender ritual, one shelf clearing, a gentle way to make visible space and test a new identity without overwhelm. I want to offer a short content note. Clearing personal items can bring up grief, shame, or surprising memories. If that happens, you're welcome to listen only, breathe, or return later. There are links on the episode page for grief resources and suggestions if you want someone to talk to afterward. Before we begin, a quick bit about what this episode covers. 3 low-pressure methods for a single shelf or drawer: hold, hide, and honor. A lived vignette of someone who used a tiny clear to make a big decision. And then a 2-minute guided micro practice you can do with me now. Practical tips and a link to printable labels are on the show site. Okay, let's dive. Why a single shelf or drawer? Imagine your nervous system as a phone with too many apps open. Physical clutter keeps attention scattered. One small cleared spot gives immediate visual relief and a quiet permission to change. It's nervous system friendly because it's fast, reversible, and symbolic. Evidence you can make space without overhauling everything. Method 1. Hold. Find one item on the shelf or in the drawer, sit with it for a few breaths, and name its story out loud or in your head. Ask, what does this object mean to me? Does it represent a role I used to play, a memory, an obligation? Then give yourself 3 choices: keep, pause, or release, and let the decision land without hurry. When you choose pause, that's not indecision. It's compassionate curiosity. Put the item in a simple box and label it with a date 3 months out. This gives you a trial space to notice what it's like when the object isn't in view. Spoiler, often life keeps moving and the pressure to decide softens. Method 2. Hide. This is the trial box approach I just mentioned. Use any box. Tissue boxes, shoe boxes, a grocery bag. Label it, tuck it away, and set a reminder for 3 months. No dramatic tossing. This method honors safety in shared homes. You're not discarding someone else's memory. You're creating a temporary test. Method 3. Honor. For items that feel emotionally heavy, try photographing the object. Write a short label, who or what it represents, and say a letting go phrase like, "Thank you for the time we had together," or something that feels true to you. Then choose whether to keep, pause, or release. Photographing keeps the memory without the physical weight. A quick-lived vignette. I heard from a listener, Maya, who cleared one small junk drawer while she was deciding whether to move cities. That drawer became a visible anchor for her choice. She boxed a handful of sentimental items for 3 months and discovered she missed them far less than she thought. That little space helped her feel brave enough to accept a new job across town. Small visible change, big inner permission. All right. If you have a shelf or drawer within reach, feel free to stand and go to it now. If not, you can imagine the space and still follow the practice. This next section is a 2-minute speak-along, one shelf clearing micro practice. I'll guide you slowly. When I pause, take that moment to act or breathe. You are allowed to move at your own pace. Begin by placing a gentle hand on the edge of the shelf or drawer and take a breath. Notice one item that your attention lands on. Speak the name of that item aloud or in your mind. Where did it come from? What does it represent? Give yourself 10 seconds to notice. Now decide. Keep, pause, or release. If you choose pause, place it in a box labeled with today's date and the date 3 months from now. If you choose honor, take a quick photograph and say a short phrase of gratitude or release. If keep, tuck it back gently and notice how your body responds. I'll hold quiet space for you for the next minute. Move slowly, be kind to yourself, and listen to what your body and heart say. If you needed more time, that's okay. Thank you for being gentle with yourself through the practice. Remember, no rush, no performance, only permission. If you felt a surge of emotion, consider a grounding step. Drink a sip of water, set the item back, or place a soft cloth over it for now. A few practical logistics before we close. Donation pickup services or drop-off points are linked on the episode page if you're ready to donate. If you live with others, try a simple script. I'm doing a small trial with one box for 3 months. Can we keep shared things out of it? And if mobility or space is limited, photograph and label or a mental sorting practice works just as well. Low-cost options like a recycled shoebox or a labeled grocery bag are perfect. Remember the key gentle principles: small, reversible steps, permission to pause, and a non-pressuring curiosity. This is not about getting rid of things quickly. It's about practicing choice, noticing what matters, and making room for who you're becoming. If you want printable labels, a simple 3-month tracker, step-by-step guidance, and the episode transcript, visit our site at selfcarecafepodcast.org/oneshelf. There you'll also find links to grief resources and donation options we mentioned. Thank you for sharing these minutes with me. Before we end, if anything in this practice felt tender or heavy, please take that slowly. Reach out to someone you trust or the resources on our page. And when you're ready to return to your day, bring a breath with you and a small sense of gentleness for whatever comes next. Come as you are, leave nourished.